All right, back in the shop with I Can Fix It. So you get to the job and your Hummel won't start. Maybe it's just sounding real slow, like it's just barely moving. And you've checked your voltage, maybe you have a booster, you know you got, above 208, maybe 220, 225, 230, even 240. So we're going to go over a couple simple things. Mind you, this machine is not plugged in now. First thing you're going to need, for sure, is a voltage meter. And you're going to need a digital voltage meter, not an analog. You're going to turn it to voltage. And simplest thing to check is your cord. This is your power coming in. I know what your booster box says. That doesn't mean you have power at the end of this cord correctly. Okay? So we're going to check that because it's a simple thing. A lot of these have ends have been replaced. So maybe there's a loose wire inside there. Maybe it melted inside and you didn't catch it. This leg with the elbow on it is your ground. So if you go this leg, doesn't matter if you use white or black, or white or red, or black or red, sorry. You're going to put one in there and one on here, right? So ground to one leg is 121.8. We're going to leave the ground and go to the other leg. This should also read. Okay. Stick that in there. You might have to have somebody help you hold it. 121.4. All right, so we got 121 at both of those. So both these legs are working. Let's put them together. One in here. We're going to skip the ground. And we're going to go one in here. And then one here. Hold those. 242. Great. Cord's good. Again, that doesn't mean you have good amperage coming through this cord, but for this test, what we're checking is voltage. We do have voltage. Okay. Let's move on to our next test. Now, on your older Hummels, these 4 screws will be Phillips screws. Again, this cord is not plugged in. On your newer ones, it's a T25 Torx bit. Okay? Take this off. When you open this up, do not touch anything other than this ground wire, right? You can unplug that and get it out of your way. If you have the light, go ahead and there's a big black plug there. Unclip it, take the light, the box lid away. These are capacitors. This is the start capacitor. This is the run capacitor. Always. This is 130 microfarad. This is 40. Okay, so don't touch them on the prongs. They will shock you. They do hold power. So we're going to discharge those without damaging anything. Hold down this contactor right here with a screwdriver. Push it down. Okay? Move your switch to the start, run, test. Just flip it a few times. Sometimes you'll hear a pop, sometimes you won't. That discharges your capacitors. A lot of guys will arc these across the 2 points, this side to this side. That's fine. I don't recommend it. It's not a really good way of doing that. It's going to snap really loud. If you've got pliers that maybe don't have the rubber grip on them, you're going to get shocked. So the safe way, again, push that, turn your switch a few times, good to go. Now, what we want to test is continuity. So you're going to turn your meter. You should have one that gives you a tone. It'll have a little, almost like a speaker deal here. It's going to give you a tone. Okay? So when you touch these together, you hear a beep. So what we're going to do is check this pigtail cord coming in, because they do get pinched back here where they come in and they do break in there. And yes, they may carry voltage into the machine, but maybe through one leg, but it may not carry enough amperage because it doesn't have continuity. Again, this one's your ground. We don't need to worry about that. We're going to put a prong through one of the flat blades. Okay? This will not shock you. And then we're going to go down here. If you can see on your switch, if I can get it to focus, this top one where it says N, these are R and N. top one, bottom one. Those are your legs coming in. We're going to find which one this is, okay? It's the top one. We have a tone, so we do have continuity. If it wasn't the top one, it would be the bottom one, so these can go either way. Go ahead and put it in the next one here, not the ground. And it should be the bottom one, so you get nothing here, but down here, all right, I got continuity. If one of those did not beep, then this cord pigtail is bad, either inside here or inside here. And so you would want to open this up, loosen those, loosen these, slide this back, make sure nothing's disconnected, make sure nothing's burnt. So that's your two quickest tests to make sure you have continuity and you have voltage coming in. The next test, if you're comfortable, you can do. You can plug this in and run to right here and down below, right? You can check both those. Once again, that should give you your 240 because each leg of that is a 110 leg, or it's 120 volt leg. So you can hit each one of those with your meter and voltage. Make sure you got 240 coming in. Those are the simplest tests you can do on site. Always good to have this. Check your cords and everything. Further tests would involve capacitor testers and disconnecting these wires, but make sure you know where they go. We're not going to go over that today. And then again, there's a lot of other tests you can do with the switch in different positions and with the fuse holders to make sure there's not something wrong there, even with your safety switch, but we're not going to do that today. So this was the very first thing, simple test you can do with a voltage meter to eliminate those issues. If you're still having trouble, well, give me a call or check out my other videos. I'll be posting other videos on some troubleshooting. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys out in the field. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to keep posting videos. Until next time, I can fix it.